Yeah, I'm stacking all this money, gotta hide it in the soil. And this Prezi on my wrist, it got me feeling like I'm royal. Super sick and dry, whipping water, whip it till it's...
Alright, so we are back. It's the top 6 tracks in Toronto this week. AKA the top 10 tracks in Toronto this week. And if you're wondering where I am, if you're wondering what's going on with the background over here, why I'm in like this weird, like nondescript background, I'm on a semi type of vacation over here in MTL, but there's no vacays when it comes to this hip hop shit, you know what I'm saying? So let's get to the shits. We've got 10 tracks and we need you, the people, to narrow it down to 1. First of all, before we start though, make sure to please subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Hit that subscription button in the corner, either over here or over here. And make sure to hit that notification bell to know when we're dropping new videos. And we're dropping new videos daily, vacay or not. Also, big up to Dill Stuart, who's been helping me out with the research here, helping me narrow down these top 10 tracks that we're going to be naming off to the people right here. As well as TV Gucci with his track TLVSD2 that we dropped in the beginning of this video here. Very, very dope track. It's got a nice bop to it, you know what I'm saying? And it's a very, very, very fire video right there, you know what I'm saying? But let's get to the top 10 tracks in Toronto. We need you, the people, to narrow it down to 6. And from there, we're going to figure out who's going to be the top track, who's going to be the #1 track in Toronto this week. All right? So, first on our list, Mayne Champagne, Only in Toronto.
With a bad bitch riding shotgun, you see things different when you out the penitentiary. Lot of niggas pussy when the cops come to 416, got away and show a real.
Yeah. Big up to Mayne Champagne. Big tune. Premiered on 6 Wars' YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Big up to 6 Wars. Always still providing us with some real hip hop and premiering a lot of dope Toronto videos as well as other Canadian videos on that channel. So big up to you, Mayne Champagne. Dope video, dope visuals, and the tune is fire. All right. Next on our list though, Roney, Little Did They Know.
She start flipping tricks. Now she do not love him. She like she don't need a pimp. She just need a whip. She wanna take her mom off welfare. At the doctors every day, running up.
Yeah. Big up to Roney. We Love Hip Hop alumni. He's back again. He had a track on the chart last week with Take Notes, and now he's back with another track. I think he's loading up to do another video again. Roney's on fire. He's got his album that's dropping on January 18th from what I recollect. So I think that Roney is charged up and ready to go, and that's another fire tune with a storyline in it. So big tune. Next on our list though, Frazer, Come Let's Go.
I'm looking at your eye, I can tell what you're thinking. Take it to the back and we do that quick thing.
Big up to Frazer. Big up to Frazer. Balling out in the video. Big tune. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, representing somewhere other than Toronto. You know what I'm saying? Love to see that. You know what I'm saying? So big up to Frazer. And this is like the 3rd video that he's dropped in like maybe the last month or so. So he's on a wave himself. You know what I'm saying? Big tune. Next on our list though, STK9, Catch Up Pt.2.
Load a gun, pour 4, smoke a few blunts. Yeah, this my lifestyle, nigga. No, I ain't changing it. Yeah, pay my young a few bands, get that boy a facelift. Yeah, all white cocaine. No, I ain't racist. Yeah.
Big tune. Big up to Sunny Visuals. That's 6 Views alumni right there. Yeah. Very dope visual, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, STK9 is coming with some hot shit right there. A lot of bars on that. And yeah, some real shit. So big up to y'all, you know what I'm saying? And big up to Sunny Visuals, always coming with the consistency with the videos, you know what I'm saying? But big tune. Next on our list though, French, 3 M's.
Was sliding in my city, going block to block. I can trust the hoe, they go block to block. And I got 30 in my clip, so let's go shop and shop. And I'm that nigga that these bitches want.
Yeah. Big up the French. Coming back with that fire. They're balling out in the video. They got a lot of action going on there with shows and just living the life and just showing all the progression that they've been going through for the last year. So big up to you, French. I see y'all doing big things. Looking to have y'all come on the We Love Hip Hop podcast real soon. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. But yeah. 2018 has been a really dope year for French. So I as far as the music that he's been putting out, and they've been putting out a lot of fire shit. Big up to the whole CLE, not Cleveland fam. You know what I'm saying? But next on our list, YG and pressa-Gamble.
I give her a sample, couldn't play ball. Thought I got handles, I got a drip. I'm dripping like candles, nigga you snitch. It's stitching like Randall. They tried to frame me, it was a scandal. They said I'm my life a gamble.
Yeah. Big tune. Yo, YG is back. You know what I'm saying? He had to deal with a lot of legal issues, and all that stuff is over now. As we mentioned on the World's Most Smoked Out podcast a few weeks ago, he was able to beat his charges that he was on the run for, and now he's back with some music featuring Pressa. You know what I mean? And it's dope to see them on tour as well. Pressa's, you know, he's doing his tour all over Canada, packing shows from place to place, from venue to venue, and I love to see that production. So big up to YG and big up to Pressa. Next on our list though, Zigszags, Dukez, NS, and YC, PmToTheAm, No Stylist remix.
My niggas stay fresh while around in my city with weapons. Cop back streets first, ask questions. Should I do for my bros is reckless? We the ones sitting up, do you get this? Turn 2 to a 4, we stretch.
Yeah. Big tune. Big remix actually. And it's a remix to No Stylist, the French Montana Drake tune. But I love the way that these guys collabo back to back on that. A lot of bars on there, you know what I'm saying? So big up to them on them. A lot of fucking production going through for those guys from their hood. And yeah. Big tune. Next on our list, Wizzy and Young Lava, Lurkin.
Unknown beg friend, yeah, it's Wizzy from the West End.
These hoes be calling my line, but I ain't free fucking them no more. And my youngin' he popping them pills.
Big tune. Young Lava's back again, joined by Wizzy for this track right here. Mans are doing their thing in the video. They're spilling a lot of champagne all over the place, and it's just a crazy video. You know what I mean? A lot of high-powered bars in there, and yeah, Young Lava has been consistent in 2018. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a crazy ride, and I love to see the production from the man them. And yeah. Fire tune. You know what I'm saying? I would give that I'd give that a car bop. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my car bangers. You know what I'm saying? Big tune. Next on our list though, KTOE featuring Jazz Cartier, Touring.
Do me wrong. Get on gone. Over. That's a long.
Yeah. Big up to KTOE, big up to Jazz Cartier. Love the tour footage that y'all are showing on this video right here. You know what I'm saying? Showing it how mans are doing it real big all over. And these guys are traveled all over the world. So big tune, dope video. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Jazz Cartier. Looking for some new product from him real soon. You know what I'm saying? Last but not least on our list, and we need you, the people, to narrow this list down to 6 songs, and from those 6 songs we need to figure out who's going to be the number 1 song in Toronto this week. All right, we're going to be naming out the list on Thursday morning on the World's Most Smoked Out podcast when we drop the audio. Right now it is Tuesday. The date is Tuesday, December 18th. So from December 18th we're going to be taking the next list from December 18th to next week, Tuesday, okay, or next week, Monday night. So make sure that if you have new songs to submit them in time for next week's list, All right. And we're always on the internet. We're always on the gram, checking to see who's got new tunes, keeping our ear to these Instagram streets. You know what I'm saying? But do remember to comment below. Let us know who's going to be the top 6 tracks as well as the number 1 song. And you'll be able to find out who they will be on Thursday morning on World's Most Smoked Out podcast. Last but not least on our list, though, Acetik, Trader Rhyme Animal, and Frankie Payne, Rise.
John Travolta, man, I thought I told you. I keep the good karma closer, protected like an armored soldier. If you fell with the God, I don't want it.
Yeah. Big tune. That's that lyrical shit. That's that feel-good shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Big up to them on them. You get to see a little quick cameo from us in there, from PK Herc and I in that video as well. You know what I'm saying? From the SARS cookout. And man, them are doing their thing on their tune, talking some conscious shit, and it's a big tune. So big up to Trader Rhyme Animal, big up to Acetik, and big up to Frankie Payne. You know what I'm saying? Looking to have Acetik and Trader Rhyme Animal on the show next year, as well as a lot of surprises that are going to be popping up on the World's Most Smoked Out podcast. However, that is our list. That is the top 10 tracks that we have right now. We need you, the people, to narrow it down to 6. And then from there, we're going to figure out who's going to be the number 1 song in Toronto this week. A couple more things I want to mention before we get out of here. I'm going to bring up the Drake thing quickly. You know what I mean? We're not going to stay on the Drake thing too long. As far as the Drake and Kanye West back and forth that's been going on, I know Kanye West seems to be scared for his life. He's been on Twitter ranting, you know, saying things that how Drake has threatened him. You know, he's talking about incidents that's happened in the Pusha T concert, and just a barrage of tweets after tweets of tweets that had dropped last Thursday. My question, I guess, before we bring it to the World's Most Smoked Out podcast to discuss it with whoever we have on this week, do you think Kanye really has a legitimate reason to be afraid of Drake? You know what I'm saying? With this being something that these are really public figures, do you feel that with all this back and forth and raps and stuff like that, that anybody really has anything to worry about? Or the opposite? Do you feel that, when Drake sees him, he's going to snuff the shit out of him? Let me know in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear your opinions. I'll be reading the comments this week. Maybe we'll read a couple of the comments out on the podcast to see what the comment gang's opinion is. You know what I'm saying? Comment gang scrown. Last but not least, I want to also talk about the progression that we've had this year. A lot of rappers have done a lot of big things this year. And I want to know from you, the people, who do you think has had the biggest year in Toronto hip-hop? Okay, we're going to keep it specific to Toronto. So out of all the Toronto rappers who have been doing a lot of big things this year, like Killy, Pressa, Bizz, Casper and K Money, a barrage of rappers who've been doing big things, excluding Drake and Tory Lanez, okay? Even though Tory Lanez has had a big year, as well as Drake, you know what I'm saying? We're going to exclude those guys because those guys have already reached the next level. But we're talking about, like I said, Killy, mans like Smiley, Mr. Buy or Buy, all these different rappers who've been bubbling in this Toronto scene right now. Who do you think has had the greatest year? I know Presta just is right now he's on tour. I think he's about to finish up his tour, and his tour dates from what I've been seeing on Instagram have been packed. You know what I'm saying? So I would put Pressa on that list, as well as Killy. Killy has been doing back-to-back tour dates that have been packed, as well as having a big beef with Lil Xan that had gone public and made a lot of waves. So those two are my picks for the people who have had the biggest years in hip-hop. But I want to know from you, the people, who do you think has had the biggest year out of all the Toronto rappers in hip-hop this year? Okay? I also want to give a big shout out to the whole Live gang. Big shout out to Kung Fu Joe, the rest of the whole Live gang. Big up to all my Scotian people. I was over at the Winter Dreams event hosting last week. I had a great time. There was dope performances by Jordell Downs, as well as Diano, crazy performance by Jet Lee's. And yeah, I enjoyed myself and more, Rain Man popped up, one half of the Rain Man popped up and performed, and Kung Fu Joe hit the stage and Cash Money and did some crazy old school dope shit, you know what I'm saying? But it was a vibe, it was a crazy vibe. So big up to Kung Fu Joe once again, and big up to the whole live gang. Dope event. For y'all who missed it, hey, you missed out. The next time that they have one going on, make sure to be there, because that's the type of party you don't want to miss. Anyhow, that's all I got to say. It's your boy Friday Ricky Dred, aka Mr. No Vacays, and that's the top 10 tracks that we got in Toronto this week. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out.